Hello and welcome back to day 50 of How to Fix the World in 80 Days, and today we're talking about corruption. Now this is a special episode for me because if we can get this one out of the way, the other 80 look a whole lot easier, but we do have an uphill battle ahead of us. According to the United Nations, every year the world pays over $1.6 trillion in bribes and loses over $2.6 trillion to corruption. That is equivalent to the entire GDP of India. This is a big problem. But so what? I mean, I could list literally millions of examples of corruption, but it's not like I'm telling you something you don't already know. I mean, corruption is as old as time itself. I doubt there was ever a religion, an empire, a country who existed without benefiting from corruption. So once you accept that reality, there's basically only three options left. You can 1, take the easy road out, become a part of the corruption, and hopefully backstab your way to the top of the food chain. You can 2, dedicate your life to justice, where you will spend the majority of your life fighting what has so far been a losing battle. Or you can 3, ignore all the drama, hopefully go about your life without rustling any feathers and just kind of hang out in the back. Now, the more you study corruption, the more you realize that choosing option 3 is basically the same as choosing option 1. If you know about corruption or you witness it and don't say anything, you're not as guilty as the ones doing it, but you are guaranteeing that it will continue to infinity and beyond. So really where that leaves us is with just 2 options. You're either with corruption or you're against it. So what does that really mean? Well, if you do play for team corruption, you probably believe that the world is rigged and that you're just gonna go and get yours. You probably also believe that you were born special and that you just deserve a little bit more than everyone else. And at some level, you probably also believe that it's okay to lie, cheat, and steal to get what you want, no matter what the consequences are for anybody else. If you play for team justice, the world might be a little bit more complicated. You might need to watch someone get your promotion because you weren't willing to look the other way. You might also need to have a lower salary because you weren't willing to skim it off the top like everyone else is doing. And worse, you might have to turn in a friend or a family member because they were part of the problem. Now that sucks, but it also means that you get to defend a world that rewards honesty and hard work over lying and cheating. It also means that you get to maybe actually believe in the morals that you were taught as a kid. And above all, it means that you believe in a better world and not one that has to remain chained to the corrupt sins of our past. Someone might ask, is it even possible to eliminate corruption altogether? Probably not. I mean, in many cases, we are relying on the very same legislators and financial decision makers who allowed the corruption to continue for so long in the first place. But that's why I feel like corruption isn't really going to be fixed by government or by big business. The only people who can really make this problem go away are me and you and everyone else who has more to lose from corruption than we have to gain. If you truly believe in democracy, if you truly believe in justice, then how could you possibly support corruption? And if you don't support corruption, then how in all holy hell has it been able to permeate so deep in society? For all the laws we have and our talk of transparency, someone must be fucking up because $2.6 trillion every year is a big number. We've accomplished so many amazing things throughout history. Some would say that we've done it because of corruption, and some would say that we've done it despite corruption. And I think I've made my thoughts pretty clear, but like I said at the beginning, you only really have 2 options. You're either with corruption or you're against it. There is no right or wrong answer, but please choose the right answer. If there is no more corruption, it will make my life a hell of a lot easier to fix all these 80 problems.